So Britne Oldford stars alongside Rachel Weisz and also Rachel Weisz in Amazon Prime's psychological thriller series Dead Ringers. Thanks for chatting with me, Britne.
Of course, thanks for having me.
So for those who haven't seen the David Cronenberg film, what is Dead Ringers about?
Dead Ringers is a psychosexual thriller about two brilliant identical twins who are gynecologists and obstetricians, trying to pave the way for a revolutionized take or approach to women's healthcare and the chaos that follows in their wake.
And you play Genevieve, Beverly's partner, who's very suspicious, rightfully so, of Elliot. And what was it like playing alongside? Because you have to be in a different mindset. You're like, okay, I'm playing Rachel Weisz, but I'm also playing a different Rachel Weisz, playing opposite her. So what was it like comparing those?
First of all, it was such a joy. I'm a very more is more person. So I really enjoyed how technical and at times challenging it was. But they're two dramatically different characters, and that was in the words. Alice Birch wrote them very, very differently. And so it was actually quite simple when it came to being there on the day, because we had Katie Hawthorne, who is Rachel's acting partner in Body Double, and Rachel would start as Elliot because Elliot sort of created the pace. And then once we got one half of, or like maybe side A, let's say, was Elliot, side B, they would switch wardrobe, hair, and makeup, come back, and we do it over again. So my job, I just had to remember what I was doing, which is not difficult for me, which is great.
What is that? So how long is that process to go from here and then you have to rethink and go set right back up in the same scene to get Rachel in the different settings?
Right. I think the process for them, I think it was around 50 minutes. And also because they're turning around they're relighting, they're moving some of the cameras. So I got to just chill in my room.
Yeah.
Sure
I love this feminist take on it. It's very relevant today. First of all, I also love that one of the twins wore her hair up, one of them wore them down. It was much easier than to differentiate them than the film. So I appreciate that. Is that what drew you specifically to this project?
What drew me to this project was everything. It was Alice Birch, Rachel Weisz, Sean Durkin, Amazon Studios, Annapurna. The scripts, really, first and foremost, when I read them. I got episode 1 and 2 and they were impeccable and I devoured them. So I had to audition, and I'm just so thankful that I booked it, and here we are.
Yeah, we love seeing you in that role. So we have Dead Ringers, Scenes from a Marriage, Fatal Attraction just started streaming also. Are there any other classic films you would say that you want to see a limited series adaptation that you'd love to star in?
Oh, wow. Goodness. I think I would love to star in Death Becomes Her. It's one of my favorite films. I think it would be so much fun. I love a comedy. I would love to do more comedy. Yes, that Death Becomes Her.
I don't have any power, but fingers crossed for you. I really hope we can see that in the future. Make sure you stream all 6 episodes of Dead Ringers on Prime Video. Thanks a lot, Britne.
Thank you so much.
It's impossible to explain this relationship to anyone outside of it.
We just cut a baby out of a woman's womb. She asked us to. We didn't just, do it.
She's the funny one. My sister and I do work that is groundbreaking, but hopeful, radical, but safe.
Sometimes I feel I've got to.
I want to change the way that women birth. It is world-changing.
How does that vomit-inducing idealism translate into dollars?
I do my job to help people. Baby sister, you are so deliciously perfect. Where do you come from? Is capitalism very bad?
Once I ran to
You're okay.
Oh, I'm brilliant.
now I run from you.
You want me to grow you a baby out of nothing? Bring it on. Let's do the research. Let's make anything happen.
Are you God? How did you create life where it would not grow?
That is not what we want to be doing, though. But it might be. But it's not. But it could be. But it's not.
What Frankenstein trauma are you up to?
I
really like her. What do you mean? It's none of your business. Everything's my business, not this.
Cannot stand the way you feel.
They're both brilliant. They're both liabilities.
We are extraordinary.
Touch me, baby, taste it.
You're a psychopath. Oh, well, if I'm a psycho, you're a psycho. We are as close to perfection as you can get. That is just nuts. I love it. You don't need anyone else. You never have. You were looking really crazy for a while there. As it turns out, I'm really sane. Isn't that wonderful?